What is going on, guys? Sid here with another FIFA 21 video, and guys, this is a really emotional video in sort of a way in terms of like FIFA gameplay, right? So guys, I am parting ways with my 89 rated center mid Paul Scholes. I did play him with a shadow chem style, and man, this guy was absolutely beast for me. Wow, okay, so it's already cleared. So guys, I played 335 games with Paul Scholes in my midfield with a shadow chem style. Guys, this card, at least at the beginning stages of FIFA, was an absolutely amazing card. But the way my squad is set up, there's only a couple of ways to improve the squad. One way I did wholly try to fit Varane in the team while keeping Zambrotta on the left-hand side and Zanetti. Well, Zambrotta's tradable, but I wanted to keep him because I really like that card, right? Once you get used to it, it's an amazing card. But, guys, this 92 Kevin De Bruyne, absolutely beast. The injection of pace, the composure is increased. The only thing, I'm going to be playing him with a Shadow Chem style in the center mid as well. The only thing that is low are the defensive stats, right? The interceptions, Paul Scholes is like in the 80s, I believe, right? And everything else is just like in the reds. Okay, so it's much more well-rounded, this Kevin De Bruyne card. And let's go and pick him up right now because I feel like we're wasting too much time, right? And 469,000 coins is the lowest on the market. We're gonna be so clear of that, it's not even funny, and we're gonna have enough to go into draft. So let's try to see what's the lowest we can snipe him for. Oh, whoa. You see, this is what happens when you're like trying to rush, you know, jump the gun and everything. So yeah, I tried putting Rafa Varane in the squad. You know, it wasn't something that was feasible. And I've tried a couple of other options. You know, it just really didn't take well to the squad. So we've got 90,000 coins remaining. I am going to strap a shadow on him because I need those interception rates up in this particular, you know, in the way my squad is set up, the formation and everything. You need interception abilities, right? So we're going to try this out. We're going to try this card out as soon as humanly possible. We're not trying to waste too much time, and this will be the second, I think, yeah, the second highest rated card in our team. So you're gonna see firsthand as how he plays in Division 2. So yeah, the thing is, like, I could come across like a pro player and lose, and you know, this video will go up regardless. You know, we're gonna get an initial impressions of how he plays, but the injection of pace and the fact that he's a high work rate card, I'm hoping that it'll pay off. You know, and this is gonna be my first game of the day. You know, I've went all across the board trying to like figure out how to better the team, and this was the only way that would better the team at this current stage in FIFA. You know, there's not too many options. The other option was the Hazard, way out of my price range, especially when you're not putting money into the game. So guys, I don't want to waste too much more time. Let's try and get into a match. This is insane. All right. Alright guys, so This guy definitely knows what he's doing. He has Rashford as a center mid. He's got a lower rated João Felix. He's got a really, really good, squad. He's a foot chance player, so you know he's going to be class. I'm recording this after the match, right? And he is hosting the match, so obviously there's going to be some delay. So the first thing, it's the first, like when you're initially waking up and getting everything done, a lot of it is clearing the cobwebs, right? So right now, all I'm trying to do is defend for my life in this video. But as you can see, with that Kevin De Bruyne card, that pass was flush. The first touch on the ball, the first pass on the ball, everything's flush with the card. You definitely feel the difference, especially when it comes to pace. You know that Kevin De Bruyne, he feels really, really smooth in game. Dribbling stats definitely show up in the game over the Paul Scholes. And remember, I'm comparing him, at least in my head, to the Paul Scholes. Look at that ball roll, instantly draws a penalty. Kevin De Bruyne automatically, immediately has an impact in the match. So I was thinking of taking a penalty with Kevin De Bruyne, but his penalty stats were a little too low for my liking. So I was like, okay, you know what? The Belgian duo, boom, slotted in, Hazard scores. Originally, the idea was to upgrade to the Eden Hazard, but we've got to wait another week. It was either the Hazard, the Varane, the De Bruyne. But as I stated, it's very, very hard to link. At this stage in FIFA, it's very hard to link De Bruyne, to actually better the overall stats in the squad with Varane and Van Dijk in the back, because your midfield and your attacking lineup gets affected in terms of chemistry. And I think Messi ended up taking the brunt of it, if I was running through the metas, the formations and whatnot. But this actually works. Kevin De Bruyne in the midfield works, especially with the pace injection that he does add on the left center mid side. He definitely, feels like an improvement. Whenever you play, every card has like a learning curve, right? And that's the thing that people forget. You can instantly go into a match and you can lose the match and get like the wrong reading on the card, right? But certain cards you feel like right off the bat, you feel what they're capable of. You're gonna say to yourself, okay, I know what I'm in for. And I did play with the other Kevin De Bruyne, with the standard Kevin De Bruyne card, and he was good. He was good in an attacking sense, but he just didn't do it for me, right? He didn't last that long in the team. This one feels like he, unless I change the back line, right? He will be a mainstay in the card, in the team. Sorry. The card will be a mainstay in the team. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just waking up. I haven't had any food yet, just some coffee. So I've got the jitters, and it is dumb cold in my house right now. But yeah, it's 1-0. I've come across this guy before. He's a foot champs regular, so you know what you're gonna get. You're getting a class match. You're getting a quality match as well. Not sugarcoating anything. And he's definitely one of those guys that uses like a striker in the midfield to just burn your midfielders in terms of pace. A lot of guys do that. It's not something I like to do. I like having flush interception abilities, flush passing abilities, especially in this kind of squad. You really interceptions are like the main, for me, your interceptions, your pace, your interceptions, your shooting, your passing. You need to be well-rounded. You need to be a great box-to-box player, and whatnot. Kevin De Bruyne is more suited for a cam position, but the way the stats are improved, it actually just outclasses the Paul Scholes card. You're getting what? You're getting an obvious increase, right? In terms of everything. You feel it in game. You feel how dangerous he is as a center midfielder, right? On the original card, you feel that to an extent, but you don't feel it as much. The thing is, though, we still have the same issues played in the background, right? The Kyle Walker card is still there. it's a great card. It's a great beginner card. It's a great pacey card. Like, a lot of like pace abusers know how to use the card. You know, a lot of pacey players that you come up against, they know how to use the card well. But for me, I don't feel comfortable when your defensive awareness is that low and your composure is that low on the card, because the way the game is set up, if you're coming across a skiller and he outskills you one time, right? You automatically know, like, as soon as he goes on goal and he catches you one time, you already know the card is just going to drop so drastically in the way it plays in game that it's not even funny. So as you can see here, my opponent equalizes, right? He's at 1-1, not even paying attention to the game. I'm kind of taking you away from the game and just giving you an idea of, you know, my rationales, my thinking, the way I've been thinking, you know, how, you know, in terms of squad formation. But as you can see, like I'm telling you, the guy I'm coming across against, he's class, right? And there you see I make a stupid little slide tackle. There is an obvious fluctuation in the ping, and you know, you're getting it, but you know, for the most part, the match has been pretty stable, so I can't complain too much. And there you have it again. You know, Kevin De Bruyne just betters that midfield, and Messi takes the shot, and it's instantly 2-1. That is just something that you need to see, right? The instant comeback, you know? And look, Kevin De Bruyne, he's intercepting the ball. Like, everything about this card right now just feels really, really dangerous, and his touch on the ball in the midfield, you automatically know his touch is there, right? So we're coming at 41 minutes in game, and I was thinking to myself, should I take the penalty? I already did the Beckham objective, so it didn't make any sense. Didn't want to risk it. He knew where to position his player, so I didn't take that chance. João Felix, the more I'm playing with the card, the more I'm hating it, because for some reason he gets knocked off his physicality stats. He's just getting knocked off the ball. He's getting nudged way too easily, and I don't know why. I don't know what's happening with that card, but the way he moves compared to my Inaki Williams, one of the things is like his movement. Like, I don't know. Some games, like, he's a beast and he's untouchable, and in other games, same thing with the Inaki Williams. But at this stage in the game, you're not expecting João Felix to get knocked off the ball as much as he does, but he does for some odd reason, whether it be the dribbling or the physicality or a little bit of both. But there you have it, guys. 3-1 with Messi by the 45th minute. This is what you want to see. You don't want to, you know, you want to dominate the midfield. Essentially, you want to dominate the midfield and you want to attack. And then, of course, you want to keep a clean sheet, right? So, obviously, I still have the same issues with my team, right, in the back line. You know, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about, maybe Laporte, you know, but we're so close to Team of the Year that I feel like we're going to have obvious options. You know, we're going to have obvious options in the back line, you know, coming up really shortly. And I feel like there's going to be, you know, some way in which I can better my team even further, right? Especially if Kyle Walker gets another center back card. You know, with an increased composure, that would be absolutely superb. But yeah, second half, I think there was a point in this match, you know, I think I mentioned that I'm burnt out from FIFA, right? That's one of the drawbacks, you know, like by the time you get a team that you want to play with, you obviously don't want to play anymore. You want to just chill out a little. And it's not me, it's my body, it's my palms. My palms are starting to, like, they're starting to, like, hurt, you know, from the way I play, the pressure that I'm putting on the D-pad, pressure I'm putting on the joysticks. My palms are starting to hurt a lot, right? It just means I've got to stop playing. I've got to chill out and, you know, not hurt my fingers and hurt my hands, right? Because, like, you're coming across these guys, and these guys are like every match, like, at a high level, it feels like you're facing a crack addict, right? Like I don't know how much coffee these guys have, like in their system, or whatever, because, or like how much sugar they have, because these guys move at such a tremendous pace, right, in game, and your eyes, your fast switch muscle fibers, everything, you know, your adrenaline just shoots up when you're playing. But yeah, defending felt the one good thing about De Bruyne that he has over the Paul Scholes is that he's high, right? Paul Scholes is high medium. So Paul Scholes has the interceptions over the De Bruyne card, but that's about it, right? That's literally all he has. But that's one of the things that you need in the midfield. So it's a real give and take here in one respects, but at the same time, it's like, okay, it's high. The injection of pace will have you be able to manually do what you need to do in the midfield. So, you know what? Even the con on the card is not really even a con, because he can, you know, you can maneuver around that little, you know, drawback on the card, the actual defensive stats, right? The defensive stats are the same on paper, but the individual stats are much more across the board with the De Bruyne card. But there you have it, guys. My opponent goes up 2-3, and then I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm coasting a little too much at this point in the game. So I'm like thinking to myself, okay, I don't want to drop skill rating points, so I've got to take this match seriously. And plus, it's the 92 rated Kevin De Bruyne card's debut, right? So I don't want to mess this up either way, right? Is he 92? Like, I at this point in the game, I'm second guessing myself, in a way. But Messi's making the run. Let me see. He should be 92. Like, I think I'm just losing it. Yeah, of course he's 92. Yeah. But yeah, guys, forgive me. I'm just waking up. I'm so ecstatic about it. If I don't sound that way, I don't know why, you know, like, it's not initially what I wanted to do with the team, right? But it's the best thing that could have happened to the team, right? Because the midfield, right, there's an obvious injection in the midfield, and you feel it. You definitely feel it. And, yeah, it's 3-2, it's 3-2, I'm winning, and right there, I pause the game. Two things are happening. My palms are hurting, right? Just from the amount of grinding I did in Rivals this week, right? And the other thing that's happening, this De Jong card, like, the way Barcelona is playing, I'm not going to get an updated De Jong card, and that's going to screw up my formation even more, because, you know, as time moves on. Because, like, I'm like thinking to myself, how the hell am I going to work with Van Dijk? You know, with the, you know, I need Messi on 10 chem as well. So, it's just, I'm waiting for an upgraded De Jong card, and it's not happening because Barcelona right now are just not Barcelona. Neither are Real Madrid. You know, these days are done. But anyway, João Felix draws a penalty. I guess my opponent got a little too overexcited. And boom, Hazard slots away the second penalty. So, originally, I wanted that increased Hazard, but the way this Eden Hazard is playing in game, it's one of the better value cards. I didn't pick him up when he was a value, but he dropped. Like, the market crash happened, and the price on his card dropped a lot. So guys, look at the score right now. It's 4-2, right? And this is a class opponent. You know, it's not an easy opponent. This guy knows what he's doing. But look at this. Hazard gets the ball. Do a little cutback. Pass it to De Bruyne. Defenders can't do a thing. It felt like all the defenders just dropped off of De Bruyne for whatever reason. So look at that, guys. On his debut, he scores a goal. He draws a foul, right? In the box at the beginning of the game. He's had so much of an impact in the midfield, on and off the ball, that the card just feels so good. So it's 2-5, right? And I'm feeling very comfortable about the way I'm playing with this Kevin De Bruyne card. Very, very nice. Very nice. I have no complaints. And I think it was I took an hour to just, you know, I took an hour contemplating should I add this De Bruyne card to my team. An hour, right? This is the longest I've contemplated, you know, because the obvious issue is still there. That's still plaguing my team in the back line, right? Right there, I make a stupid pass to João Felix, and I get back the ball. And do I score another goal? I don't even remember now. But yeah, I contemplated so long whether I should get this card or not, and this card had an immediate impact. From the way he touches the ball to him just being all over the place. Stamina wise, what I did notice was that the card, you know, because he's high, you definitely know that the card, did I score with João Felix? No, I scored with Hazard. There we go. I was just waiting to remember who I ended up scoring with. This João Felix doesn't feel as dangerous sometimes. Some games he's insanely dangerous. Some games I don't know. Something about this card just, you know, the more I play with it, the more it frustrates me, because he should, you know, I should be putting away these chances. I don't know what that's about. But guys, Hazard gets the hat trick, but the immediate impact that Kevin De Bruyne makes in the game is so noticeable in my team. And getting rid of Paul Scholes, parting ways with the Paul Scholes card, was probably the best thing I did in a while. De Bruyne gets a 9.2, 1 goal, 1 assist, but guys, he had much more of an impact that's not on the stats, especially drawing the foul right at the beginning. Passes completed are a little low, dribbles completed a little low, but you feel it, right? Certain things are, you know, there's just certain things that don't show up in the stats that you feel in game. And De Bruyne, every time he got the ball, he felt insanely dangerous. So guys, that's gonna be, you know, we're coming across the end of the video, and I am so happy with my decision right now. Guys, you're looking at the first match with the card, and this is how I win. 6-2, right? 13 shots, 12 on target, 58% possession, tackles 10. You know, everything that you wanted to improve in the team feels like an improvement, and we're well on our way to having a beast squad with no money put in come Team of the Year time. So by the time we do end up injecting some funds into, not a lot, but by the time we inject some funds, it's going to be amazing what we can do with this team. We'll work wonders with this team when it comes time. But yeah, we're coming across the end of the video. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Hit that like button, subscribe, so I can bring you guys more on this RTG, and you know, I'll be motivated to give you guys more. But look at those stats. Amazing. This has been Sid. Peace, love.